In this video, I'm going to describe how to measure a suit from your costume stock to see if it can fit the actor that you want to put it on. You're interested in the chest measurement and the shoulder point to shoulder point measurement across the back. You're somewhat interested in the sleeve length. You want to make sure, if your actor has long arms, that it has enough hem in here to let down. These are three measurements you want to do when you're pulling in costume stock. If these measurements don't add up to a suit that might fit, don't bother pulling it and fitting it. You're just wasting your time. When the suit is on the actor and buttoned, you want just a little bit of play. We want a little bit of ease in this for the actor's comfort. He'll need to move, he'll need to have that comfort. Same back here, we want a little bit of ease here. When we take this to the table and I show you how to measure it flat, we'll see about 2 to 4 inches of ease built into this chest measurement, and that's a good thing. So the next step in investigating whether this suit is actually going to fit or not is what I call costume forensics, kind of like CSI costume shop. Because often inside the pocket, you can find a manufacturer's tag that tells you what size this is. This says R, which is regular, 42. So this is a 42 regular suit. That's very helpful to know. This will fit someone with a size whose chest actually measures 38 to 40, because you want about 2 to 4 inches of ease around the circumference of the coat around the actor. Next, you want to measure the suit. So let's button the buttons here and smooth that out flat. Make sure there are no bumps on the back side. And let's measure from the side seam here under the armpit to the other side seam and see how much ease the manufacturer has built into this 42 regular. So this measures 22 on the half, which means it actually is 44. So the manufacturer's label says it's a 42 regular, and it actually measures 44 inches. So this coat would fit someone who actually measures 40 inches to 38 inches. So that's the ballpark that we're working in. To see if the suit would fit, the coat would fit your actor's shoulders, you want to measure from the shoulder point to the center back to the other shoulder point. This is 19 inches. So I would be inclined to give the actor about an inch of ease so that this can fit across his shoulders comfortably. If you were to put this on someone whose actual body measured 19, it would probably strain across here and have drag lines and be tight. So I tend to go for something that's about an inch larger than my actual actor. While we're talking about the back, we need to consider the height of your actor and the length of the coat. The hem of the coat should sit at about where the derriere leaves the back of the leg. Coats come in different lengths: short, regular, long, and extra long. And that has to do with the measurement from the center back right below the collar to the bottom hem. So there are many charts that you can find online. This one happens to be from buyforlesstuxedo.com. What I like about this chart is how it graphically shows the relationship between the client's height and the suit size. They have it divided into short, regular, long, and the chest measurement here. So they show that for a client who is 5'4" to 5'6", that person would wear a short proportioned jacket with the correct center back length from the base of the neck to the hem of the jacket. And from 5'7" to 5'11" is considered irregular. and from 6 foot tall to 6'3" along, and then above that would be extra long. I like how this is laid out. It's easy to see. You can cross-reference that with other charts that you find online. This one happens to be studiosuits.com, and it also shows in a different layout the height of the client and the corresponding jacket length. And that's very helpful when you have your tape measure and you're in costume stock trying to pull an appropriate length jacket. You can, and if it's not marked, or short, medium, or long, or regular or long, you can figure that out here. This one shows the sleeve length, which is the measurement from the shoulder down to the wrist. And in theater, of course, that is less critical because, as we know, there is a hem allowance in the sleeves, about 1.5 inches. Sometimes you have 2 inches. And so you can lengthen or shorten the sleeve length according to what the needs are for the client. So that's less critical. What is more critical is the length at the center back, the length from neck to the hem, as to whether that is a short, regular, long, or extra long. The measurement and the cut of the coat with that short, regular, long, and extra long is very important to take into consideration, because on the front of the coat, from the shoulder to the hem, there are division points where the breast welt pocket is set in and where the roll line on the lapel breaks away from the body of the coat. And then this slightly lower waist or high hip line where the pocket and the pocket flap are set. It's very important to know that once you start trying to shorten a coat, you start throwing off this rhythm and it just looks odd. So that's why that short, regular, long, and extra long designation and paying attention to those lengths are just as important as the circumference around the chest.